2018 was to become the first annual Mill Creek Cup event for the American Carp Society. With just 45 days notice before the start, we put out the word and hoped that anglers would welcome the chance to spend some quality time by the water, to socialize and also help us in a biological study of the special carp in Mill Creek Lake in Canton, Texas. And we weren't disappointed. The spots filled quickly as members from Texas, Oklahoma, California, and Minnesota reached out to us wanting to fish the special lake. We started with a dinner and social event at Buttermilk's in Canton, which also gave our members the chance to meet each other and see some of the new products that we've been working on. This gave us the chance to reveal the new American Carp publication, and we featured the anglers of the publication all over the walls of the restaurant, who, by the way, were great sports and really accommodating to us. Getting the opportunity to meet members face to face is something that we have always enjoyed. Sharing stories and some laughter with other anglers who share the same passion for the species makes for a great community and connections that reach across both the USA and the world. We made some final announcements and then wrapped up the social. It was great to hang out and see everyone. At the lake, we were fortunate enough to share with our members the recently changed laws banning the practice of bow hunting in Mill Creek Lake. So a massive thanks to our biologist, Evan Cartabiano, for his work here for us.
With everybody, right?
Day one did have its challenges. Wayne's big carp Suburban got stuck and had to be rescued by the city. The anglers had a few hours to prepare their swims before the tournament. This is Richard Cervantes. He is our events coordinator from California. He and his partner Frank had driven all the way across the country for this event, and it's the support like this that really makes us who we are today. John and Evan were fishing the Dreamer Swim on the east side of the lake, and they'd already started to bait up by the time we paid them a visit. John Ryan Sladen and Cesar Espinosa had traveled to Dallas from Austin, Texas, and Cesar caught the first fish of the tournament, being helped here by John. As the light faded, we started to see more fish being caught by the anglers, and Mark BONETTE got into his first fish on the first night. Traveling all the way from Minnesota with his son Finn, Mike Bold caught his first fish in complete darkness in freezing temperatures. As the temperatures continued to drop and the night drew on, both John Ryan from Austin and Brian Sherwood from Dallas got into their first fish as well. The first night's social was freezing, so there was tea and coffee all around for everybody, with a slideshow of images from the yet-to-be-released American Carper at the time, the guilty ones. The next morning we visited the pegs. Both Andrew Franks and Clayton Lothrop had fished really well and gotten into the action during the night with some lovely fish. Not only a great angler, but Clayton handles operations for the American Carp Society. Incredible guy with incredible work ethic. We took a trip to the west side of the lake to visit with Joey and Eric, who'd been fishing with the new Barnaby's Revenge bait range and had started to pull some stunning carp into their swim. Both Eric and Joey are mad keen on bait innovation and really passionate about their angling. Back around base camp, Dan Nash had found the fish with this beautiful color. With some help from Jason, Mike Bold was about to catch his second fish for the tournament. The temperatures really dropped on day 2 in the evening, and so we found everybody at the base camp. We got a bunch of soup and tea and coffee for everybody, and we had a slideshow and a social. It's at these times where you can really get to share stories with other anglers, get to know anglers from other parts of the country during the social events. It was actually great timing for everybody to be there. Mike Bold's young son Finn had joined him on the trip from Minnesota and was fishing 2 rods, and his margin rod just screamed off.
Yeah, sorry, I was Googling it.
That could be the biggest fish so far.
See this?
His eyes bleed.
Yeah. You know why? Because it's past his bedtime.
To say that Finn was happy was an understatement, and having everyone there to witness the fish was a special moment for us all. We really didn't know what to expect at the weighing of the fish at the beginning of day 3, when we were visiting the swims, because of the temperature drop during the night was so drastic. And we were really surprised that a number of larger fish had come out, upper 20s to low 30s. Andrew and Clayton had really worked their swim, and the results were there for us all to witness, with a number of beautiful fish.
Very nice, mate.
As the sun briefly showed itself from behind the clouds, we visited Mark Villanova to document his comment. The colder temperatures had really turned the fish on to feeding heavily, and Jason picked up this lovely common at the beginning of day 3. We got a text from Eric and Joey stating that they had a number of fish that had been sacked during the night and they were ready to be weighed and photographed. We made our way over to the west bank of the lake to find Eric already into another fish, being held by our friend Jake Downing, who had traveled down to Texas from Oklahoma.
Can you get it, or is it gonna fall on you? Want to get in?
You get it?
Got it. What a mess. Just get measurements. You think it's going good, and then it can get all goofy on you.
31.5 by
20.5.
20.5.
30.5 by 20.5.
Okay. I want to get one in here. That's nice.
After we weighed and measured Eric's fish, we wanted to take pictures of the fish that Joey had sacked during the night. When he retrieved the sacked fish for the photos, we were stunned by both the color and the build of them. They were really healthy fish, and the brace shots that we took and the footage of the brace was particularly rewarding. Both the colors and build of the fish made for some wonderful shots and wonderful footage, and really got us excited about the prospects for Mill Creek. With really high backs and broad shoulders, these fish are definitely of a different strain than the common carp found locally. And so something that started out as an afterthought actually ended up being the very first annual Mill Creek Cup tournament. And that's because of the incredible support of our members who made the journey to Canton, Texas. And the thing that sets American Carp Society members apart from the crowd is their deep passion and commitment to the future well-being of both the fish and the sport itself here in the USA. It's really all about the fish. For us, the fish is always the star, and that's something that our members all share. We all share that same philosophy.
It's teamwork right there. Well done, guys.
Protect the future of our sport here in the USA by becoming a member of the American Carp Society and join us in the movement.